AEW Full Gear takes place this Saturday, and as always it's an absolutely stacked show with potential match of the year contenders all round. So who is going to end the night with their arm raised and with gold around their waist? Welcome to Geeks and Grapplers. My name is Dom and these are my predictions for AEW Full Gear. Let's kick things off with the most recent match added to the card. Pac and Cody Rhodes versus Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo. Now I feel this has been shoved on the card to just get all four of them on the pay-per-view. The storyline between them all is still a bit messy, but they're all great performers and I think it will be a good match. I think the heels need to stay strong here and I expect Pac to take the loss. I think that's why he got such a strong win on Dynamite this week. So yeah, Malachi and Andrade to win. Next up, we have FTR versus the Lucha Brothers for the AEW tag titles. Now, I can't see the Luchas losing the belts so soon. Again, it will be a great match. FTR are really getting back into their groove, and the Luchas always deliver. Wouldn't be surprised if they run this again, title versus title in the near future. The Super Click versus Jurassic Express and Christian Cage. Now, every time the Super Click have been in a match recently, it's been so fun and entertaining. And even though it's no holds barred, I think the action will remain mostly in the ring and not be too gimmick heavy. I think they'll save that for the Inner Circle match. Super Click to win here. I just hope that poor Luchasaurus doesn't take the loss like he usually does. I'd have Christian take the pin and then tease a potential heel turn further down the line. Inner Circle take on America's Top Team in a Minneapolis street fight. I think this is going to be full of props and backstage action akin to Stadium Stampede or something, with everyone getting their spot to shine. I predict that it will end with the majority of ATT beaten down and Dan Lambert dragged to the ring to probably take every single Inner Circle finisher before being pinned or put in the walls of Jericho or something. So 100% a win for the Inner Circle. MJF versus Darby Allin next. Interesting one this. Both lost their last pay-per-view matches, but both need to remain strong coming out of this match. If this was WWE, I'd be guessing DQ finish or double count out or something, but we know that's not the way that AEW books. This one really could go either way, but I'm going to say that Darby Allin is going to pick up the win. I think the Wardlow MJF split is imminent and could be a factor in the finish. MJF is teased going for the title soon, but he needs a program to tie him over until Revolution next February, or maybe even Double or Nothing. And I think some Pinnacle infighting and Wardlow face turn would be perfect prior to a title chase. So yes, this could go either way, but I'm picking Darby for the win. Another 50-50 match is CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. This feud is absolute fire and has become one of the must-see matches of the pay-per-view with very little build-up. We wondered what it would be like when Punk got serious, and Kingston is the absolute best opponent for him. I would have no problem with a Kingston win. I don't think it would do Punk any harm at all, but I don't think they'll have him take a loss yet. I think they'll save that for Starks, MJF or maybe even Jungle Boy. I think both competitors will give it their all and the crowd will be in an absolute frenzy for this one. Britt Baker, DMD, defends her AEW Women's title against Tay Conte. I really hope this match is given time and doesn't get lost in the mix. I love Baker as a champion, but I feel her matches have become a bit formulaic of late with distractions every time from Rebel and Jamie Hayter. I'd like to see them banned from ringside for this one and the wrestling do the talking. Now there's no doubt that Britt Baker will retain, but both will benefit long term from a really solid 10 to 15 minute match. Bryan Danielson versus Mirrornext. It just shows how strong the AEW card is that they can sadly lose Jon Moxley 10 days before the pay-per-view and still deliver an incredible end to the number one contenders tournament. It's also testament to what a great job they do with their talent that this does not feel like one old WWE guy versus another old WWE guy match in the slightest. Mira is 10 times the performer he was allowed to be in WWE, and Danielson is wrestling better than I've ever seen him before. There's logic to either one of them winning this, and it's been the hardest one for me to predict. I think the original plan was for Mox to win, which would have set up an Omega or Page match nicely, but then so would a Danielson win. Miro winning doesn't necessarily, but kind of foretells that Page is winning the title, which he is. And to be honest, I don't think the audience will care who wins this one. Either outcome sets up a great future match, but I'm going to say that Miro is going to win. Danielson doesn't need a title shot yet, and Miro versus Page would be a great headliner for Revolution or a blockbuster Dynamite before then. So finally, we better talk about the main event, Kenny Omega versus Hangman Adam Page for the AEW World Championship. The opinion is virtually unanimous throughout the wrestling community that Hangman has to win this one, and as I've already said, I agree. It's simply the right time. Knowing it's likely going to happen does not take anything away from this match. Myself and every fan watching will be holding their breaths at the near falls and will cheer just as loudly when hopefully Hangman Adam Page becomes the AEW World Champion. Now I cannot wait to watch this at the weekend. AEW have yet to deliver a poor pay-per-view, and I think they'll smash it out the park on this one too. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think is going to happen. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree with my predictions, and don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date with all future videos. Until next time, my name is Dom, this is Geeks and Grapplers. Ciao for now.